not my boo thing. Don't call my phone no more, I'm having mood swings. Riding with that's my goonie. I be in my zone, I'm in my 2-3. I used to thought I was loopy. It's me and rockin' dirt, 2D. And yeah, we come in peace, don't want no drama. But when it come to defense, we got. And when they come to, they don't know low-key, yeah, I'm a roster. Paddock on my wrist, that's.
We're all set to bring you NBA action. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. You look at the Rockets. They're looking to start this road trip off with a win and continue their winning streak.
And guys, one of the approaches when you're starting a short road trip like this is guys want to come right out of the box with focus, game in hand, and not think about the next one. Get as many wins as you can on the road. It's so important.
It really is, and they want this one tonight, guys. I mean, I'm sure of that. When you're only on the road for a few games, you want to make sure you get something done out there and don't go home empty-handed.
And finished off by Banchero.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play, making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
Now here's Thompson over Banchero. The shot by Thompson, no good. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And like a number of centers in today's NBA, Wendell Carter Jr. continues, Clark, to hone his three-point shooting.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, it's almost mandatory necessary for big guys nowadays to be able to knock down not only the mid-range jumper, but the three-point shot. Give credit to Carter Jr. for seeing this growing trend and then working to put it into his toolkit. A gifted athlete with an explosive first step. Green is at his best when he attacks off the dribble.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Franz Wagner, shooting one.
That's good from Wagner. And Clark, we're looking at Franz Wagner here. What makes him so effective?
Well, his size and mobility, a rare combination, and how good he is instinctively at the defensive end of the floor. I mean, he can get out and get in a stance and guard guards, and he also can bang inside with big physical guys, and he's very fluid in his motion, great agility. Love watching that young fella play.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. He told me that Şengün won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. He added his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Devin?
Okay, David, thanks. Out to Brooks. Here's the three.
Timeout.
Hands it from downtown. Brooks has got 6 points.
And when Brooks has his jumper working, the defense needs to locate him as soon as they can.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Suggs looking around. Brooks grabs the board.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Green. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Showing off that phenomenal body control right there. Green gets the shot to go despite being bumped.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw this game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Now Brooks following Franz Wagner's three-point attempt. Here's Şengün. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Caldwell Pope outside. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Suggs. Wagner wide open. It's good from long range. Wagner's got his second basket of the night.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
Green drives in. Whitmore with it. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will flow right by you. And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
Here's Banchero. The Rockets making the shot. Pass to Wagner. Puts it up. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Green with the ball. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. To the paint. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Great open look there. Wagner's got 8 points.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Now Brooks, 6 points for him. Thompson outside. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy two, the for sure two. No need to make it fancy and special.
Wagner outside. Buries it from three-point range. Wagner's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Magic.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Rockets leading by 3. Now here's Van Vliet. Screen by Smith. Launches it from deep. The Rockets again can't hit. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. And again it's Orlando with the 3.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Green with the ball. He's got 5. Here's Van Vliet. Nice form on the 20-footer. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the first. Anthony looking it over. There's the lob to the hoop. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Houston in the lead. Over in the corner, Green. Out to Smith. Lets it go with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
To the middle. Here's Wagner. Green with the block. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. This is his second attempt at the line tonight. Here's Shelton.
He got it in.
How about that? One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Jack went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. Now Van Vliet, after Paolo Banchero misses from long range. Out to Smith. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Magic trailed by 8. The drive by Anthony. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Anthony's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Magic. Driving in. Here's Şengün. Banchero grabs the board.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deep.
Clark, looking at the growth and skill set of Şengün, he could be special.
I agree 100%, partner. He's got an instinct for the game that you just can't teach. The passing, the ball fakes, the pace at which he plays, it's all there. Feels like he could have the same kind of development trajectory as Jokic. We'll see.
It's time for your 407 head speed.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. To the wing right side. Here's Whitmore. Scoreless thus far. Smith outside. Shot clock at 5. The drive by Green. Houston needs to get a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Substitution for your Magic. Wendell Carter Jr.
Here's Black. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Suggs. Six on the shot clock. Here's Black. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Smith outside. It's stolen by Carter. Wagner outside. Orlando moving the ball around. Banchero outside. Takes it from 10. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Thompson.
When you're the #1 pick, like Banchero, the expectations are through the roof. But Paolo is well-grounded. He's got his feet on the ground, head squarely focused. He's embracing the challenge and meeting it so far.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Here's Suggs. It's rebounded by Houston. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Eason, the screen. Back to Green. Misses off the left iron. The Magic trailed by 4. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars. And that's a nice shot from mid-range there. Smith must continue to knock it down at that level.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamahl Mosley. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Substitution on the court.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Carter outside. And then Carter with the jam.
No margin for error that time. Big time slam from big man Carter Jr.
Houston in the lead. Suggs with the steal. Banchero with the ball. Now defended by Şengün. Banchero outside. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Suggs with the steal. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising. An effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
And it's tied up with that one.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Green left side. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Showing off his inside game, which will complement Green's game on the outside. It'll force defenders to have to guard him in different places on the floor.
Now, here's Banchero. He has 5. Pass to Wagner. 5 to shoot. And finished off by Wagner.
Franz Wagner, a rising young star. Again, having a major impact.
GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
Connects from three-point range. Şengün's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, the deep ball by Şengün, a big man with a nice touch.
And it's Banchero missing. Going inside. Pass to Şengün. Out to Thompson. Screen by Şengün. Brooks outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here's Banchero. Over Green. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got it all tied up now for Orlando.
Strong defense against Banchero inside, but they can't break his focus, and he still manages to knock it down. And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Now, here's Banchero. 7 points in the game. Here's Suggs. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Suggs has got 5 points so far.
Suggs clearly on a mission right there. He went to the line looking for payback.
On the wing, Green. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
The Rockets, 40.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. So it's Orlando now. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Carter with the screen to the inside. And then Carter with the dunk.
Rustling feathers inside. Carter Jr. getting to the bucket one way or another, not to be denied.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Kicks it out to Banchero. That one doesn't drop. Great defense that time from Şengün. Right side, Green. Houston moving it around. Thompson with the bucket.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Now, here's Suggs. He has 5. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Banchero. Thompson with the block.
On the hunt to make a big defensive impact. Thompson denying that shot.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. Added in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Houston making a switch. The Magic trailed by 3. Carter with the screen. Suggs off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Latrey. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Orlando. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Banchero. A three-pointer is right on target. Banchero's got the game tied up here for Orlando. Throughout his career, Clark, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has proven himself to be a quality player.
He certainly has, and I love the way he plays. He's locked in all the time at both ends. Really not only understands his role, Kevin, but embraces it. He's out there to space the floor with his shooting and then provide a lot of energy and versatility on defense.
Back to Suggs. Wagner outside. Pass to Suggs. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Blasting off, Green runs in and just launches himself to the rim.
The Magic trailed by 5. And here's Carter. Caldwell Pope outside. For 3. No good there. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
And a wide open look for Whitmore. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here's Wagner. 13 points in the game. Here's Carter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Cam Whitmore.
Wendell Carter Jr. really epitomizes the modern big man. He can stretch the floor and do work on the glass, giving you high utility on both ends.
Well, Clark, we hear a lot about the antics with Brooks, but he deserves more attention for his play.
I agree, especially on the defensive end, Kevin. He's one of the top perimeter defenders in the league, and some of what his antics are flowing out of is his competitive spirit. I still think he needs to tamp down the antics because that does take away from what he does, which is lock guys up and play with great competitive spirit all the time.
Jabari Smith.
Here's Black. Pass to Suggs. Inside. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
Now here's Green. He's got 10. In the corner, Smith with it. And another 3 for Houston.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Rebound by Smith.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Here's Whitmore. Sinks the triple. Whitmore's got the lead up to 13 now for Houston.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
The shot's good from Carter.
They just aren't attacking from the perimeter like they did in that first half, and I think that's part of the problem right now.
Green with the ball. Picked up by Banchero. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Pass to Suggs. Beyond the arc. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got it back down to within single digits for the Magic.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
Now here's Green. 10 points for him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And showing some fearlessness there. Smith doesn't mind getting hit while taking the shot.
So both teams making some changes here.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Eason. Taken away by Anthony. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Magic moving the ball around. There's the pick. Down low. Stolen by Van Vliet. Here's the break. Eason gets a wide open look. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Here's Wagner. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Rockets lead by 13.
The Rockets, 67.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Rockets leading by 13. Eason, the screen. In the corner, it's Whitmore. Nailed from three-point land.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Over to the wing. Banchero inside. Pass to Anthony. 5 on the clock. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Now Green. Thompson outside. To the paint. Pass to Eason. Now Thompson. Launches a 3. Back to Whitmore. Puts up a deep 3. Shot by Eason, no good. The Magic trailed by 16. Wagner. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Whitmore with it. Thompson from long range. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Outside Anthony. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution for the Rockets.
Here's Banchero.
Jabari Smith.
From past the arc. Another miss by Orlando.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Pass to Whitmore. Out to Smith. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And here's Anthony from the arc. It's rebounded by Şengün.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's Black. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. To the right side. And it's Whitmore missing. The Magic trailed by 18. For three, Caldwell Pope. Brooks grabs the board. Whitmore with it. Picked up by Suggs. Thompson right side. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Banchero. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Here's Thompson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Fires away from way outside. Rebound by Smith.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope gets the three-pointer to fall.
That is a shot he loves. KCP, very accurate from the corner.
On the wing, Green. Over to the left wing. Here's Whitmore. It's deflected. Banchero outside. Launches it. Green with the rebound.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Nice shot by Brooks.
Good to see Brooks connecting from three-point land because it helps open up everything else for him and his team.
For three, Caldwell Pope. That one's not going to go.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 18. Good, nice job down low.
Wagner will battle you inside now. He's not afraid to embrace and even initiate contact.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
4, 3, 2, 1, high.
Right side, Green. .149 left in the fourth. Eason, the screen. The three ball. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Eason.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No denying, the future is certainly bright for Wagner. He's a superb scorer already who also is growing as a passer.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Rockets leading by 17.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Houston.
Tonight they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And looking at the trajectory of the season, this is the first of 2 meetings on the year. So this will be a solid win to go up 1-0 in the season series here against Orlando.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game from Amen Thompson.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
In the corner, it's Whitmore. 4 on the clock. Here's Şengün. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Incredible for his age, the decision-making of Sengun GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Wagner outside. Back to Black. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Here's Green. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Thompson outside. Another miss by Houston. And now Orlando on the break. Stolen away. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.